lane. So we'll continue to watch this, see if weather was in fact the cause. But you can see the snow on the roads, even where people are driving. There is still snow, that slushiness on the highway. Going to be a slow afternoon commute for a lot of folks into parts of the mid-Atlantic. Dave, Mike?
Wow, what a scary picture. Thanks a lot, Alex. And you know, Norfolk is in line to get another round of snow that might make this little snow that we've gotten look like a Sunday picnic.
Yeah, like child's play. I mean, the next thing coming in, it looks like there's a sweet spot somewhere between Raleigh and Norfolk that's going to get about 8 inches of snow. But that wavers just a little bit. It's going to nail us in Raleigh, or it's going to nail us in Norfolk, Virginia Beach. Yeah. All right, so let's I'm going to show you the chalkboard here, Dave. And you were talking about, we've got Winter Storm Remus. You've got a little history on that.
Quantum now in Norfolk. Right. But Remus, what, tomorrow night and Thursday?
Right. Okay. So here's what we're thinking with the next storm that comes. Initially starting around Dallas, thinking about an inch of snow here. Go over towards Shreveport. We're not used to 1 to 3 inches of snow. It's coming for us. Huntsville, Alabama. Chattanooga, 1 to 3 inches for all these places. Atlanta, oh, we're so close. It looks like we could get pretty heavy snow just north of town. Just the next city or two north.
We're talking Roswell?
Roswell,
Alpharetta?
You're talking Alpharetta, you're talking, you know, anywhere from maybe Kennesaw to Rome, you know, 1 to 3 inches, if not more than that. Yeah. Charlotte, 3 to 5 inches coming for us in the Queen City. Then you go to like Raleigh or Richmond or Norfolk, another 1 to 3 inches in that one band. Or more. So we're going to break it down for you here and kind of give you the dirty details on how this all is going to come together. Look at this large area, Dave, from North Texas all the way to Virginia Beach.
So this is going to be a player.
Huge.
We have gotten out of this whole Clipper bombogenesis that's over. This is a whole different animal.
This is a whole different animal. We've got a little southern storm that's going to ride its way southbound. We'll pick up a little moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico. May even briefly pick up a little bit of moisture out of the Atlantic to kind of aid in the snow development. There's our low that's going to park itself over Arizona right now. But watch as we track this right across the south, coming right through the southeast, the mid-Atlantic, and then finally exiting almost the exact same track as we had with Winter Storm Quantum.
What's the deal with mid-level spin? Why did you look at that to determine?
We take a look. The upper level energy is there, and what will happen is it'll eventually spin off a surface low right off the Gulf of Mexico. We bring that surface moisture over some of this colder air. We're there. So it's translating energy down to the surface of the Earth, okay?
Now, this is snow. Is that right?
This is snow. This is all snow. Everything you see in blue is snow. Deeper shades of blue indicate heavier snow, including this. Look at this, Dave. Right in here. Yeah. There's a pocket here where we've got 3 to 5 inches of snow. And we were talking about it right in there between Raleigh, probably, and Virginia Beach, Norfolk, 5 to 8 inches of snow. This is a big snow, and timing is everything. And I really think in a place like Charlotte or a place like Raleigh, morning rush on Thursday becomes a huge issue.
Now, here we are in the upstate of South Carolina. That's the northwest corner of the state. I-85 runs right through here.
And you don't go far out of Greenville or Spartanburg, and it's huge elevation here. So elevation plays a huge factor in this. Western North Carolina, solid snow. But you head down toward Greenville, Spartanburg, it's not till the evening, tomorrow evening, we finally convert over from rain to snow. We'll stay in it for a couple of hours. I-85, Greenville, Spartanburg to Charlotte becomes really treacherous overnight Wednesday into Thursday morning.
Thursday morning, that's when when's the problem going to be in Charlotte?
Charlotte just a hair after that. You'll watch this initially very brief period we think of rain quickly goes over to snow. 7 o'clock, maybe tail end of rush hour. Stay snow for quite some time. Probably for 10, 12 hours it's snow. You go to about 7 o'clock in the morning, snow should have wrapped up in Charlotte, but the damage will have been done by then. Morning rush is just terrible in Charlotte come Thursday morning.
Mike Bettis, our storm specialist, live in the lab. Back to you, Alex.
Thanks, guys. Well, with 2 winter storms on the map, travel will be a mess over the next 48 hours. We're going to take you through the forecast, highlight the areas to watch. We are back in 60 seconds right after your local on the 8th.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, mostly clear, low 62, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunshine and some clouds, high 84, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear skies. Low 71. Winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It is deja vu in the south. Another winter storm is in the forecast.
And Boston could reach 100 inches of snow from one of these southern storms. We'll explain how that works. We're tracking it all right now.
Look at this, out of control on a Georgia interstate. There's snow on the road, a little bit, but it doesn't take much for that car to spin out of control, crash into a truck. This happened north of Atlanta and Cherokee County this morning. It is one of dozens of crashes across the south today as Winter Storm Quantum moved through the region.
Road conditions are much improved, by the way, this afternoon.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. I'm Alex Wilson.
And I'm Dave Schwartz. Well, Quantum is just the first storm in a 1-2 punch for the south. And the second storm, Remus, could be the knockout.
Yeah, that could be the tough one. I want to show you what we're forecasting with Remus.
This is what our future computer model is going. This is tomorrow morning. So that's Dallas to Greenville, Mississippi. Then this is tomorrow evening into Thursday morning and afternoon. So from Texas all the way into Virginia. If you live in Memphis, expect some snow during the day tomorrow. Birmingham and Atlanta, a close call. Snow in the suburbs of both cities. Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, and Norfolk could get a bunch of snow. Now, before we track the next storm, we begin with Winter Storm Quantum. Still producing snow, and could Boston break 100 inches? Here's Alex.
Yeah, I think Boston will. Probably won't get into the #1 spot for snowiest seasons yet, but they're firmly in #2, and I think they will be in triple digits. Look at the snow, though. It's been all the way into parts of coastal North Carolina around Morehead City. A National Weather Service employee reported an inch of snow in West Morehead City. So even coastal Carolinas getting in on the snow. This from Winter Storm Quantum. We'd seen freezing rain reported over the past few hours in Myrtle Beach. At this point, just clouds, 32 though, so whatever is on the roads, those surfaces still frozen. Beaufort, North Carolina, that's where we do have the freezing rain ongoing. Hatteras, it's rain at 33. Greenville, North Carolina, snow, 27 degrees for you. Roanoke Rapids reporting snow, as is Norfolk, Virginia, and we have seen problems on the roads around Norfolk due to that snow, at least we think due to the snow. It never makes it easier on the roads. Look at this crash. We've got a truck really straddling that barrier. This is on I-64, and it is causing big problems right around the Norfolk area. We have seen traffic down to one lane on the left side of your screen. At this point, nobody going through. And here's a close-up look at that crash as that truck just got itself right up on those concrete median things. All right, North Carolina, you've got snow continuing through your late day commute, as does Norfolk. It's not going to get any better for you out there, at least not quickly. 6, 8 o'clock, still dealing with the snow showers, even 10 o'clock, but by midnight we do expect dry weather with clouds clearing through the overnight. However, those temps will stay below freezing, so whatever is on those roads will stay on those roads. Could see some of that slush, even some of those snow-covered roadways linger into tomorrow morning, especially if they're not traveled as much. Snow through Wednesday morning up into the northeast, could be as high as 5 to 8 inches for Bangor, Maine. Portland, you're looking at about 1 to 3 inches. In Boston, same for you. Right now you're holding at 99.9 inches, second on the snowiest seasons for Boston. I think this is going to put you in triple digits. Not going to get you up to the #1 spot yet, but at least above 100, Dave.
Thanks, Alice. Well, let's call in Mike Bettis. He's live in the lab. Now, Mike, the biggest snowfall total I've seen from Quantum is 8 inches in Brevard, North Carolina. Yeah. Now, we've got another storm coming down the pike. Remus, just named today. What can we expect from that one?
I think 8 inches not out of the question with this one, too, Dave. The thing about Brevard, North Carolina is you're enhanced there by the mountains in western North Carolina. We may get 8 inches of snow in eastern North Carolina, where we're flat and the elevation is almost sea level. We're going to kind of set this up and show you where the energy is now, and it's all starting back across the southwest. Tomorrow morning ejects a low, an upper level low, basically in the southern plains. What that low will end up doing doing is generating another surface low in the Gulf of Mexico. And now what we do with that track of that is we throw some moisture up over that warm front and into cold air. And that's where we get a pretty decent snow forecast coming our way. The exact track of that low and how far south the cold air gets is so critical in determining where the snow sets up. Right now, I-20 is really the dividing line across Alabama, Georgia, and then South Carolina. So the colder air is where you have the snow. Obviously, where you have the warmer air, you have all rain. That may really be right around Birmingham, Atlanta, and maybe north of Columbia, South Carolina. Here are the winter storm warnings. Here are the winter weather advisories for Winter Storm Remus that really begins tomorrow in a place like Dallas, looking for about an inch of snow to come our way. So it'll be 2 storms in a matter of about 3 days. Then the track basically of snow goes right over towards Charlotte and Raleigh, becomes a mess for us Wednesday night and then into Thursday morning. Here's a look at our computer simulation of what the radar will look like and where the freezing line will be with Remus. You take a look at the blue line on this map, and that's the 32-degree line, okay? Even though we're below that and conceivably warmer in Dallas, we may get a bit of a rain-snow mix and then maybe briefly enough to get about an inch of accumulation. Through 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday, look at this explosion of heavy snow now from Greenville, Mississippi over to Tupelo and then near Huntsville, Alabama, just north of Birmingham. I think the suburbs there get nailed. 5 o'clock in the evening, snow developing north side of Atlanta. So we think I-75 between Atlanta and Chattanooga becomes a real issue for you. And then the I-85 as you work your way into the upstate of South Carolina and then over towards Charlotte. Look how the snow blossoms here. Greenville, Spartanburg, Asheville, Greensboro, and then Charlotte. Your forecast is for snow. Some heavy snow could be developing here through the overnight, midnight through the Piedmont of North Carolina, then over around Raleigh as well. Notice how the snow really gets going toward Norfolk again. We've seen the issues this evening. We can see a repeat by Wednesday night through Thursday morning. A place like Wilmington and likely through the Outer Banks will be warm enough where everything's going to be plain old rain until the entire system ejects and rolls out into the Atlantic. How much are we looking at? Here's the snowfall forecast from the Weather Channel. About 1 inch for you in Dallas, and pockets of 1 to 3 along this entire track with some embedded 3 to 5 in this darker blue, which will be near I-20, likely just north of it, and then 3 to 5 through North Carolina. I-40 could be impacted, and then there's that 5 to 8 really blossoming there near Raleigh. I want to show you the Winter Storm Remus for Birmingham real quick, and this shows you initially rain, maybe a bit of sleet, snow on the back end, minimal accumulations, mostly a warm event for you, an inch at most with the heavier accumulations north toward Huntsville. So Remus, one that I think a lot of us will remember, certainly for late in the season. This is one that's going to be very impactful, guys.
Thanks, Mike. Well, if winter storms aren't making your teeth chatter, this will. We'll show you what that is next.
Introducing Aleve PM, the PM pain reliever that dares to work all the way until the AM. New Aleve PM. It's the first to combine a safe sleep aid plus the 12-hour strength of Aleve for pain relief that can last all the way until morning. New Aleve PM for a better AM.
Let the Ancestry leaf guide you and reveal the one unique, improbable, and completely remarkable path that led to you. Discover your story. Start searching for free now at Ancestry.com.
Zantac heartburn alert! Stop! Nexium can take 24 hours to work. Zantac's different. Zantac rushes relief in as little as 30 minutes. For relief without the wait, try Zantac. No pill relieves heartburn faster.
At Intel, they have technology that lets your face be your password. Oh, that is one secure password.
Intel. This is where it all changes.
Tired of working for peanuts? Well, what if I told you that peanuts can work for you? That's right. I'm talking full-time delivery of 7 grams of protein and 6 essential nutrients. Have you ever seen a peanut take a day off? I didn't think so. Harness the hard-working power of the peanut.
The Weather Channel celebrates Black History Month as only we can, telling the stories of African Americans who saw their world through weather, then changed the world for the better. This week, Vivian Brown goes one-on-one with Diane White-Clotto, the first African American TV weather personality. Black History Month on the Weather Channel. It's amazing out there.
Currently. Tonight, mostly clear, low 62, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, sunshine and some clouds, high 84, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear skies, low 71, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This March, one man's trash, this is perfect, is another man's wood-powered Jeep gasifier. Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Hi, this is Jennifer. I will be out of the office until Monday and won't be checking voicemail during this time. I'll reply just as soon as I get back to work.
Sail with the #1 cruise line in Alaska. Enjoy 7-day cruises from $4.99. Call your travel consultant or 1-800-PRINCESS. Princess Cruises. Come back new.
I can do anything.
The bed reacts to your body. It hugs you.
It's really cool to the touch. The zip's off so I can wash it. Yes, please.
Visit your local retailer and feel the Tempur-Pedic difference for yourself.
You totaled your brand new car. Nobody's hurt, but there will still be pain. It comes when your insurance company says they'll only pay 3/4 of what it takes to replace it. What are you supposed to do? Drive 3/4 of a car? Now, if you had Liberty Mutual new car replacement, you'd get your whole car back. I guess they don't want you driving around on 3 wheels. Smart.
With Liberty Mutual new car replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Upstate South Carolina, they picked up snow from Winter Storm Quantum this morning, about 1 inch in Spartanburg County, but there's another winter storm on the way, and it is called Remus. So want to look at the timing for a little bit off towards the west on I-85, only about a half hour. This is Greenville. And when we look at tomorrow into Thursday, Greenville, you're actually going to start off as rain showers. So for your late day commute Wednesday, expecting just rain. So school shouldn't really be impacted tomorrow. What could be problematic is the morning commute on Thursday, because by 10, 11, early to mid-morning, or really early morning hours on Thursday, we'll see the snow continue. So with temperatures at 33 and fog at 7 a.m., that school time rush could be a little bit of a problem around the Greenville area. Another area where we expect problems, Shreveport. Tomorrow, you're going to start off during the early morning hours with that wintry mix, and that will continue through about lunchtime. By 1 o'clock, rain, snow mix. But tomorrow morning could be troublesome on the roads around Shreveport. Here's your accumulations: 3 to 5 inches from parts of north central Mississippi through northern Alabama, through northern Georgia, and then getting into far upstate South Carolina, western North Carolina, really all the way over to Raleigh, and even a little bit of southwest Virginia getting in on that as well. Dave.
And as it moved across North Georgia, Alex, it put down upwards of 3 and 4 inches of snow in the town of Clayton. Well, our own Kate Parker went about an hour north of Atlanta to Jasper, which is in Pickens County. Have a look.
So we're here in North Georgia, right? So this is an area that sees snow occasionally, but not all the time. But when the flakes started coming down, they started coming down hard and fast this morning. And I think it took some drivers off guard. In fact, if you take a look at this video, you can see one car just sliding and slamming into another. You didn't have any grip on the roads. And I think that it was a little misleading. Sometimes you think snow, you can still have traction. That was not the case. In Cherokee County alone, we had 25 accidents in a mere 2 hours. So a significant amount of slipping going on highways. this morning. This afternoon, conditions have improved. They're a little better. They're not perfect, though. If you can stay home, you should stay home because you don't want to get out here and risk running into one of these cooler patches, especially bridges and overpasses, where you get that air underneath and you get the air on top, and you get that cooling, that icing that could occur. Later on tonight, we could see some of this refreezing happen. We'll watch the roads for that because once this water gets back below freezing, we could see some concerns with that. Otherwise, it's later this week that we're really honing in on that forecast, keeping a very close eye on it because we could certainly see more of those flakes falling here in North Georgia. Back to you.
I'm pretty sure we will tomorrow night again here. Kate, thanks so much for that report. We're stuck in this pattern where cold air masses come southward, so it's cold, and that modifies a little bit as it's doing in Des Moines, Iowa right now. Then another batch of cold air comes southward, and that's going to be with us through Friday or Saturday. Then a little bit of change late in the weekend. But more record lows are expected with this next air mass, particularly over areas that have plenty of snow on the ground. The temperature can fall like a rock once the sun goes down. And it's already low to begin with. We're expecting 1 below in Chicago Saturday morning, 5 below in Indianapolis, and 6 below in Cleveland, where we've been breaking records just about every day. Here, Windsor Locks, Connecticut, out at the airport, BDL, -3. New York City had a record low this morning. We're expecting 10 on Saturday morning, 12 below in Binghamton. And in Syracuse, we've already broken the record for most sub-zero days in a year. We've already broken that, broke today at 20 days in a row. So the cold air is just going to be with us here. It's an extended, intense, cold period. I know you're getting weary. Hang in there, my friend. Bundle up, stay warm and dry. And let's hope for better things. Alex, back to you.
Well, Dave, cold isn't the only thing that just won't stop this February. Winter storms keep turning sidewalks into treacherous paths. And now we've got 2 to track ahead where the Northeast could get in on snow from Winter Storm Quantum, and we are watching Remus as well.
There's confidence. Then there's trusting your vehicle maintenance to Ford Service Confidence. Our expertise, technology, and high-quality parts mean your peace of mind. Now you can get the works. A multi-point inspection with a synthetic blend oil change, tire rotation, brake inspection, and more. $29.95 or less.
I already feel like we're the most connected, but I think this solo date will seal the deal.
Sure, I offer multi-car, safe driver, and
So many other discounts that people think I'm a big deal.
And boy, are they right. Ladies, I can share hundreds in savings with all of you. Just visit Progressive.com today. But right now, it's choosing time. Ooh, we have a winner.
What? Pick one of us. This is a joke, right? This is what the point of us being here is.
If you have Medicare Part D, Walgreens gets that you might be at the corner of looking for a good deal, and sheesh, I wish I'd look some more. That's why Walgreens makes it easy to switch your prescriptions and save money. Just stop by and leave all the legwork to us. Switch your prescriptions to Walgreens, where you could save even more on Medicare Part D with copays as low as $0. At the corner of happy and healthy.
According to the U.S. Department of Energy, most homes have air leaks and drafts that waste so much energy, it's like leaving a window open in your home all year long. Don't let another year go by. Call Champion Windows at 844-4CHAMPION. And right now, when you buy 2 rooms of windows, you get the 3rd room free. Plus, Champion now offers no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. So call 844-4CHAMPION today. Because every home needs a champion.
The Weather Channel celebrates Black History Month as only we can, telling the stories of African Americans who saw their world through weather, then changed the world for the better. This week, Vivian Brown goes one-on-one with
I am the luckiest woman in the world because I was one of the first people to sail on Bahamas Paradise Cruise Line's beautiful Grand Celebration, the newest cruise to the Bahamas and by far the best cruise ship to ever sail from the port of Palm Beach. With 2 nights on the ship, great food, lots of pampering, a spectacular day in the Bahamas, and prices from just $149, you can get lucky too. by calling 800-814-7100 today. I had so much fun that the next time I take a 2-night cruise, I'm going to add a 2-night stay in the Bahamas at a beautiful resort with soft white sand beaches and crystal clear water. This 4-night Bahamas cruise and resort stay package is the best vacation value anywhere. So what are you waiting for? Call 800-814-7100. That's 800-814-7100. And let the fun begin.
2752. That's 800-399-2752. 800-399-2752.
This March, one man's trash
Did the work.
is another man's totally awesome beer can space heater.
Hi.
Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, mainly clear, low 62, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny, high 84, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear, low 71, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Winter storm Quantum rolled into the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina this morning. Crews were busy de-icing planes as a result at the international airport. And while air traffic was mostly unaffected here, we did have problems on the roads, as you can see. Snow fell during morning rush, causing several accidents on slick roads around Mecklenburg County. All this from just a dusting to an inch of snow, but that's enough to make ice things over. Now this same area should prepare for another blast of winter from our next storm, and roads will go downhill tomorrow night after you get home. Here we go. We named Remus, by the way. This is Remus from Romulus and Remus fame in Roman mythology. And we named storms such as Remus and Quantum based on the amount of people who are going to be impacted by winter storm advisories and warnings issued by the National Weather Service, the number of people and also the amount of real estate affected. Now, the storm's impact starts in Texas. Actually, it's snowing right now in Farmington, New Mexico from the same impulse. But in Texas, we're really going to feel it. The interstates across North Texas will be impacted. We're going freezing rain and sleet and snow mix early tomorrow morning right through tomorrow morning's rush hour. Oh, it's going to be a mess. Then it moves out through I-30 into northeast Texas, I-20 toward Shreveport and Bossier City, and then crosses over the Mississippi River. This will be about midnight tonight into Jackson, Mississippi with a mixed bag, probably some rain and sleet, changing to snow tomorrow afternoon. Memphis, Little Rock, a thin stripe of all snow up to about Athens, Tennessee. Eventually the snow begins in Nashville, Tennessee. Southern suburbs will get the most. Look at all this snow now here. Crossville, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia, up into London, Kentucky. Richmond is in the crosshairs of this one. We could see some heavy snow tomorrow night in North Carolina, Southeast Virginia, 5 to 8 inches. Could be some heavy amounts in the mountains. And just north of Atlanta, Birmingham, Jackson, and here in Shreveport, we could pick up 2 or 3 inches of snow. So that's pretty significant, my friend. Huh? That is the latest on our storm. This will change a little bit. We'll keep you posted. Charlotte, right now we're going 3, a little more northward up towards Statesville, southward into South Carolina. Just a mixed bag, wet roads in the morning. Here's a live look at Corolla Beach in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, where Quantum is still a factor. Alex?
Right, Quantum's still a factor. You can see some snowflakes on the camera lens and some snow on the dunes and on the beach itself. How about that? 30 degrees there at the Outer Banks. Let's talk about eastern North Carolina because a lot of spots there are still reporting the freezing rain. That includes Wilmington and up towards Beaufort. You can see those temps 30, 31 degrees with the freezing rain. Further up to the north, we've seen snow in Greenville, North Carolina. Also up the road in Roanoke Rapids, Norfolk, Virginia. You guys have had snow as well. Temps there in the mid and upper 20s. And as we go through the evening, snow and freezing rain will be possible for eastern North Carolina and southeastern Virginia. So it's going to stay slick, hazardous out there on the roads even until the late evening hours. Finally, that precip begins to wind down as we get into the early morning hours. Clouds eventually clearing, but temps below freezing. So whatever's on the roads and frozen will stay frozen. Snow through Wednesday morning in the northeast. We're looking at 5 to 8 inches for Bangor, Maine. Boston, 1 to 3 inches. You're holding at 99.9 inches of snow for the season. This should put you into the triple digits. You're holding at number 2 for the season. The number 1 spot is over 107 inches. So this isn't going to get you into number 1, but it'll get you into triple digits. So there's that. In Bangor, Maine, tomorrow you're going to have early morning snow, mid-morning snow, even late morning, early hours of the afternoon. We'll see the snow showers. Best chance of snow, though, for that morning commute time, 6 to 10 a.m. with those temps in the upper teens and low 20s. By early afternoon, that's when we expect that snow to eventually come to an end in Bangor. Dave.
So that's all from Quantum. Thank you, Alex. But Mike Bettis is back to explain why Birmingham and Raleigh are living on the edge because of the next storm. Remus. Just a few miles will make all the difference in the precip type.
What's this? A box. It takes worn out things and makes them better. Wanna see? Yeah. Cool. What else you got?
It's our biggest breakthrough yet. We're taking worn-out batteries and making them into something strong. New Energizer Eco Advanced. World's first long-lasting battery made with recycled batteries. That's positive energy.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that words really can hurt you?
What?
Jesse, don't go! Jesse, no!
I'm sorry, Daisy, but I'm a loner, and a loner's gotta be alone.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Do you take your eyes off the road when you get a phone call? Or when you take a turn, does your phone take a fall? Then you need the incredible Clever Grip by Bell & Howell. The new smartphone clip with a super strong grip. No more fumbling for your phone and looking away from the road. Clever Grip holds your phone at eye level without blocking your vision. And the 360-degree pivoting head rotates for easy viewing. Perfect for driving with GPS.
Take next left.
Streaming your music.
Hello.
Or hands-free calling.
I'm using my new Clever Grip.
Clever Grip fits any style air vent, and the spring-loaded clamp holds everything tight, from the smallest flip phones to the largest smartphone. Those other mounts obstruct your vision, are hard to reach, and eventually lose suction. They never hold. But Clever Grip mounts at the perfect height, just like your car's most important gauges. You get a clear view of the road and easy access to all your phone's functions. Even this heavy brick is no match for Clever Grip. It works with your favorite phone cases and those bulky battery packs. It's great for passengers watching videos. And Clever Grip goes from the car to the house. And now you have an instant stand in the palm of your hand. It's the ideal stand for people who travel. It's the portable clip with the amazing grip. Call and order your Clever Grip by Bell & Howell today for just $14.95. Available only through this special TV offer. But wait, if you call right now, we'll give you a second Clever Grip free. Just pay separate processing. Perfect for every driver in the family. We guarantee you'll love it or your money back. So don't delay. Get Clever Grip today.
To get your Clever Grip for only $14.95 and get a second one free, call 1-800-549-0620 or go to buyclevergrip.com. That's 1-800-549-0620. Order yours today.
weather invention.
Wow, anybody else surprised it actually worked?
It was hard to believe weather could do that.
Mother Nature can absolutely change people.
Currently in our area, 85 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, mainly clear, low 62, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny. High 84, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear, low 71, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
This March,
One man's trash
This is perfect.
is another man's wood-powered Jeep gasifier.
Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Winter storm Quantum moving through the Carolinas right now. This is video from Raleigh just a few hours ago. We've seen about an inch so far from the storm in Raleigh, but the next one, Remus, looks like it could bring even more. Welcome back to Weather Center Live on this Tuesday. I'm Alex Wilson.
And I'm Dave Schwartz. And one of your favorite cities, Norfolk, Virginia, could really get hit by this.
Right. And, you know, they've seen snow this afternoon, and they are seeing problems on the roads. We saw that accident with that car over the guardrail, and that's causing big issues on 64.
And the forecast for this next storm, Remus, is a very tricky one. We're fine-tuning our forecast for snow totals, so keep checking back for updates. Right now, here are the watches and the warnings that are in effect. Notice Dallas now. We've had some sunshine today, but we're expecting some freezing rain and sleet and mixed with some snow late tonight, and that could be toast for tomorrow morning's rush hour. Then that will streak across the lower Mississippi River Valley, headed toward Tupelo, Birmingham, Memphis, Nashville, Atlanta, and then into the Carolinas tomorrow night. Here's more with Alex.
All right, thank you so much, Dave. Let's take a look at Norfolk. You heard me mention that accident on 64. Looks like they've got it cleaned up. This is the camera it was on. However, we are still seeing that slow travel. Look at the snow on the roads. You can even see the tracks. So there's that slush where folks are driving. Where nobody's been driving, that's where the snow does cover the roads. 27 degrees right now at this location. Let's talk about Quantum reports so far coming in across parts of coastal North Carolina. Out on Cape Hatteras, 2 inches of snow in Frisco. So we have seen decent snowfall out at beach locations. Those locations you think of for your summer vacation, they're getting in on the wintry weather as well. Hatteras right now, 33 with rain. Norfolk, 25 with snow. Roanoke Rapids has snow. Greenville as well, both of those spots at 27. Kill Devil Hills right at the 32-degree mark. Ice, it's freezing rain for Wilmington and Beaufort, North Carolina, with temperatures in the low 30s. That's where you really got to be careful, especially on those bridges and overpasses. Be careful through the evening drive. By 8 o'clock, we do expect rain showers with that temperature just over freezing, but back below as we head into the early morning hours of tomorrow. So any puddles on the roads, any moisture on the roads would be ice. So you got to be careful out there to start your Wednesday morning drive. Through Wednesday morning, we're going to be adding more snow into parts of the Northeast, really New England as well. Bangor, Maine, 5 to 8 inches additional snow possible. 1 to 3 inches in Boston and Portland, also coastal sections of New Hampshire. Boston, here's your forecast. We see early morning hours, really overnight and early morning hours. The snow will be falling. Snow showers by 6, 7 o'clock. So as you head to work, could be snow on the roads with those temperatures in the low 20s. So got to be careful even there. We do expect this to put you above the 100-inch mark. You were at 99.9 inches right now. You're in second place for snowiest seasons. Don't think this is going to tip you over into the number 1 spot, but it will get us into triple digits for snowfall. Dave.
All right, thanks, Alex. Now, while Quantum does its thing, just grazing New England tomorrow, the next storm is underway in Texas. We've named it Remus, as in Romulus and Remus. Several big cities are living on the edge with regard to that one, and winter storm specialist Mike Bettis joins us to explain. Mike? The storm track is kind of refigured, and now it's just one after the other along the same highway.
It's crazy, Dave. You know, when you think of the tracks, this one's going to track almost exactly the same as Quantum. Hit the exact same cities, give us almost the exact same impacts, maybe even worse, especially across the southeastern states, because a little bit more snow might be back in the forecast. I think a place like Norfolk, we've seen the pictures this evening, we could get it again late tomorrow and on to Thursday. What we're going to do is show you a profile of the atmosphere with when you're concerning temperatures, all right? Because temperatures will be so key in what happens with Winter Storm Remus. This is a look at current temperatures across the south. Okay, you look at the blues on the map here, temperatures below freezing. We're 27 degrees right now in Raleigh, North Carolina, 30 in Charlotte, 36 in Atlanta, so above freezing here, 45 in Birmingham, very warm, and 33 in Jackson. This is where it gets really tricky, is where the surface temperatures are a little bit above freezing. We don't really have to cool the atmosphere at all here through the Carolinas to get snow, and guess who's likely to be a big bullseye for snow? That's likely to be especially through the Piedmont and then eastern North Carolina. All right, let me take you over toward Birmingham. When I click on Birmingham here, I'm going to show you a three-dimensional picture of the atmosphere, a profile vertically now, and these temperatures are measured by weather balloons that are released from National Weather Service offices twice a day, and that has a little thermometer on it, and it pings the temperature as that helium balloon rises through the atmosphere until it eventually bursts. So taking a look at this evening's temperatures and the profile of the atmosphere. At around 73 feet above the ground, temperature at 39, 38 at 1,000 feet, and you've got to go all the way up to about 3,400 feet to get a temperature below freezing. Then it briefly warms and goes back to freezing. This type of scenario would indicate if there was precipitation falling from the clouds, it'd be likely rain because temperature's just too warm here at the surface. But that's right now, and nothing's happening for us in the atmosphere right now. It's tomorrow things get interesting, and it's just after the morning hours when that precip rolls in. This profile, considering we're above freezing at 3,400 feet, at freezing at 1,000, and below freezing near the surface, would indicate more of a sleet setup or a snow setup for us here. But the precipitation comes in just after that. It's the evening sounding that you really want to concentrate on as well. Temperatures below freezing from about 11,000 feet all the way down to about 1,000 feet, and then just slightly above freezing closer to the surface. This kind of scenario would then indicate maybe a rain-snow mix, or maybe all rain. So let me take you to the forecast for Birmingham and show you, because it's complex, that's for sure. Initially, temperature starting out a little bit warmer than freezing. So rain, and then temperatures hovering just above freezing, rain-snow mix until tomorrow evening when they cool back down to freezing or below, and we get a couple of hours of snow there, and that may be enough to give us some accumulation in Birmingham itself, especially in the northern suburbs. We'll get snow, but in Birmingham, we could be looking maybe as much as 1 to 2 inches of snow. Double that, though, as you go a little bit farther north. That's a look at Birmingham. Let's take our forecast to a different location. I'm going to take you maybe over towards, say, Charlotte. We'll take a look at our temperature profile and show you what it looks like three-dimensionally, okay? We're going to take you to, say, tomorrow evening when we begin with the most earnest precipitation. Temperatures below freezing, high in the atmosphere, all the way down to about 1,000 feet. We're below freezing. This would be all snow. And then a temperature just above freezing, just above our head. That's 34 degrees, so that may indicate that snow melts over to rain, or it's a rain-snow mix for us in Charlotte. So what does that mean for our forecast in Charlotte? Initially starting out, maybe it's a little bit of rain. Quickly then going over to snow as temperatures are just above freezing, okay? That lasts all the way through the overnight and into the next day's morning rush, Thursday morning's rush hour. So several inches of accumulation coming in Charlotte to the tune of 3 inches in the Queen City and all the surrounding areas off to the north here. That's going to be a doozy, because now you've got to consider the impacts and the timing because of it. One more stop, and I'm going to take you over into Raleigh, because we've got interesting conditions in Raleigh as well. Cold enough we've had the snow today. The vertical profile of the atmosphere by tomorrow evening does indicate that we're going to have some frozen precip, probably in the form of a rain-snow mix or snow. Temperatures a little bit warmer down toward the surface, but check out the hourly forecast. Even at 35, we're forecasting snow because of the profile higher up in the atmosphere. It stays snow the whole time, guys. And what does that mean? As much as 3 inches in Raleigh, a half a foot or more just outside of Raleigh-Durham tomorrow. One to remember in North Carolina. A lot of it has to do with the temperatures.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike. And, you know, we're already hearing about schools closing due to Remus. Some Atlanta area schools have closed, as well as Birmingham, Alabama area schools.
Talking tomorrow,
yeah,
right?
for tomorrow, absolutely.
Yeah, right, the Atlanta area, northern suburbs. Dallas still hasn't decided. The independent school district of Dallas hasn't decided, but they may just do it. So, Mom and Dad, check your email for that kind of information. There may be some decisions made tonight.
Absolutely. Here's a look at Atlanta under a winter storm warning from Coca-Cola World headquarters.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, mainly clear, low 62, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny. High 84, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear, low 71, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Life isn't measured in how many days we have, but what we do with them. This year you could do what you've always done, or you could awaken your senses and connect with the world as it was meant to be. That voice inside you, that's Alaska calling. Because vacations, like days, are measured by what we do with them. And here, the days last forever. Begin your adventure at AlaskaBeyondYourDreams.com.
Visit AlaskaBeyondYourDreams.com for your free official Alaska State Vacation Planner.
How long does it take to grow old? And why does it seem like no one wants to do it? Isn't growing old the same thing as living longer? Living longer is something that's on the mind of every pet parent. And what we feed them matters. At Petco, pets are our sole focus. We handpick a unique selection of food to meet our high standards. Because when we feed them better, our companions thrive. Petco.
Cause love chooses you. Love makes a choice right from the start. Cause love always knows what's in your heart. Cause love chooses you.
I went to Ancestry.com, but I thought, I'm not going to make it very far. I knew my parents and my grandparents, and then it happened. I got a leaf. When I clicked on it, I could actually see my grandfather's draft card from World War I and his U.S. Census from 1910, and another members tree that had my great-grandparents and their parents and everything. And it all started with my first leaf.
Who will you discover at Ancestry.com?
It may seem strange, but people really can love their laxative, especially when it's Miralax. It hydrates, eases, and softens to unblock your system naturally, so you have peace of mind from start to finish. Love your laxative, Miralax.
Olive Garden's new 8 under 8 lunch combinations featuring 2 new house-made flatbreads, like our Pizziola flatbread, layered with Italian meats and cheeses, and our fresh and flavorful Mediterranean flatbread, plus super salad and breadsticks. 8 under 8 lunch combinations at Olive Garden.
I will light up every room I walk into.
The Olay Regenerist Luminous Collection penetrates 10 surface cell layers deep and fades the look of dark spots for pearlescent, luminous skin. From the world's #1, Olay, your best beautiful.
Looks like 20 feet.
At Intel, they have this technology. You can take a picture and measure the distance before you jump.
Intel, this is where it all changes.
Who are we? We are the thinkers, the job jugglers,
The up-all-nighters, and the ones who turn ideas into action. We've made our passions our life's work. We strive for the moments where we can say, I did it.
We are entrepreneurs who started it all with a signature. LegalZoom has helped start over 1 million businesses, turning dreamers into business owners. And we're here to help start yours.
Don't miss Founders Days at Pep Boys, where you can get great deals all week long. Like when you buy 3 select tires, you'll get the 4th one free instantly. Plus, get special financing for 6 months when you sign up for the Pep Boys Car Care One credit card. Trust the boys to get you there.
You pay your auto insurance premium every month on the dot. You're like the poster child for paying on time. And then one day, you tap the bumper of a station wagon. No big deal until your insurance company jacks up your rates. You freak out. What good is having insurance if you get punished for using it? Hey, insurance companies, newsflash. Nobody's perfect.
For drivers with accident forgiveness, Liberty Mutual won't raise your rates due to your first accident. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
We continue to monitor Winter Storm Remus and its impacts across parts of the South. You know, I-20 going to be impacted by this one as early as 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Notice we've got that rain snow mix from Dallas into parts of northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas as well. Then we move forward in time. Jackson, you see the wintry mix. Birmingham as well. Even Atlanta by late afternoon tomorrow. That late day commute could be troublesome from Mississippi all the way into Georgia. Then we get into the evening hours. Parts of the Carolinas begin to see that snow. So 85 going to be a little troublesome by 10, 11 o'clock with that rain, snow, or just snow, depending on where you are. Snow continues into Georgia through the overnight by 6 o'clock in the morning, generally into the Carolinas and Virginia. But at that spot, by that time, a lot of the problems will already be there. So Thursday morning travel could be troublesome as well. And on the warmer side of Remus, there could be storms in one area. Severe weather expert Dr. Greg Forbes is in the lab to show us when and where. Dr. Forbes.
Yeah, you're right, Alex. In fact, especially by tomorrow evening and tomorrow overnight, parts of Florida, maybe South Georgia could have a damaging wind gust, maybe even a tornado. We did have a tornado yesterday from Remus. That's going to be the upper air system coming eastbound in California. Take a look here. At the moment, it may not feel in some of these Georgia, Florida areas that will be at threat like there's going to be a tornado. We have northwest winds coming in behind this cold front that's driven down into the Tampa Bay area, and another reinforcing cold surge coming in from the northeast all the way to this little black dashed backdoor cold front trough line there. That front is going to come down and stall out and wait for the upper air cold pocket that's right now is over Arizona to begin racing its way eastbound. And as it does so, it will trigger a little wave of low pressure that will then come scooting in. And that is why I put some red there on the map, especially for tomorrow evening and overnight hours, South Georgia and the Florida Panhandle into the northern parts of Florida. Maybe by morning, on Thursday morning, down into the Tampa Bay area. Damaging wind gust, a chance of a tornado on the Tornado Condition Index scale in the 2 to 3 range, 20 to 30% chance of a tornado within 50 miles. Now here's that front. It at this point is going to have dipped down and stalled out with southerly winds coming in, warm air to the south of the front, and then northeast winds coming in. So the front will be right where those wind streams collide, and back south of Houston, this will be tomorrow morning. Wave of low pressure will form, and it will go scooting off toward the north and east. Looks like it's going to stay offshore of Louisiana, so severe threat should hold off there. But some of that warm air then, and the warm front begins to work its way into the Florida Panhandle by tomorrow afternoon. We could even get in the coastal areas some severe threat in the afternoon hours, and then that low comes scooting onshore by 7 p.m. into the Florida Panhandle, and some of those thunderstorms there will work their way onshore. And look, the front is beginning to work its way all the way north into southeast Georgia, and the low follows that by 1 a.m. up into the Savannah area. So these thunderstorms here that show up could scoot across there, even working their way then down into the Tampa area. So some damaging wind gusts, some lightning, maybe even a tornado is the possibility over the next 36 hours. Dave?
Severe weather on the Gulf Coast, a sign that spring is on the way. Now, here's a sign that spring is not on the way yet. There it is, 13 below on the sign. Sunny skies today. Temperatures in the upper teens in Duluth, but another batch of Arctic air is coming southward. So get out there and enjoy temperatures in the teens. You know, we haven't had 28 degrees so far this February. If we don't hit it, that would be an all-time record for Duluth, Minnesota. There is one place that is warming up right now, and that's out here in the Chinook zone. Westerly winds are coming down off the mountains and warming things up. Pierre, South Dakota, 50. Rapid City, 55. Temperatures are way above average. Don't get too used to this, my friend, because that cold air will come spilling southward over the next couple of days. But as long as it's 55, great. Enjoy it. By tomorrow morning, 9 in Chicago, we're going to go downhill as we head toward the weekend from 12 to below 0.
Oh, man. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're covered, Harry.
You got to do it like this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, George. Hey, Jim. State Farm agents are there whenever you need them.
Wow, I've been Claritin Clear for 10 days.
When your allergies start, doctors recommend taking one non-drowsy Claritin every day during your allergy season for continuous relief.
18 days.
12 days.
24 days of continuous relief. Live Claritin Clear every day.
Here's our new trainer, Ensure Active Heart Health.
I maximize good stuff, like my potassium, and phytosterols, which may help lower cholesterol.
New Ensure Active Heart Health supports your heart and body so you stay active and strong. Ensure. Take life in.
Atlantic Beach, Florida.
Oh, love it.
Houma, Louisiana.
Oh, fantastic food. Carefree, Arkansas.
Been there.
Looneyville, Texas.
Done that. Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Phil and I go way back. Love that little animal.
Weekday mornings, Jim Cantori, Sam Champion, and Jennifer Delgado on AMHQ, starting at 7.
So we've got like 60 years of experience here, and that's just Sam.
Weekday mornings at 7, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 84 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, mainly clear, low 62, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny. High 84, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear, low 71, winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
It may seem strange, but people really can love their laxative, especially when it's Miralax. It hydrates, eases, and softens to unblock your system naturally, so you have peace of mind from start to finish. Love your laxative, Miralax.
Sometimes at last doesn't happen at first.
Your dad just kissed my mom.
Turning two worlds into one takes love. Helping protect that world takes State Farm.
If you have Medicare Part D, Walgreens gets that you might be at the corner of looking for a good deal, and sheesh, I wish I'd look some more. That's why Walgreens makes it easy to switch your prescriptions and save money. Just stop by and leave all the legwork to us. Switch your prescriptions to Walgreens, where you could save even more on Medicare Part D with copays as low as $0 at the corner of happy and healthy.
Doers. They don't worry if something's possible. They just do it. At Sears Optical, we're committed to bringing them eyewear that works as hard as they do. Right now, buy one pair and get another free. Quality eyewear for doers. Sears Optical. Sometimes, bigger is better. But other times, bigger just gets in the way. At Brother, we know the biggest printer isn't always the best fit for every office. So we've come up with a bigger idea. Don't supersize, optimize. See how we can help you put the right printers in all the right places and help reduce your costs. Now that's big. Brother, at your side. Learn more at don'tsupersizeoptimize.com.
And I turn around and there's 3 rattlesnakes.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Don't worry, Rob. You're covered.
State Farm agents are there whenever you need them.
My foundation and the St. Louis Foundation decided to partner because we both
have the same focus when we talk about our youth, when we talk about our communities.
You know, working together with Dwayne Wade on a Game Changers initiative, it's just amazing. We couldn't think of a better partner. So together, when we look at the challenges that we're facing down here and we hold hands with Dwayne, we can cast that net right across the world and tell everybody our struggle and make a difference.
Let's change the game together.
At Alpaca Lincoln, we want you to have luxury for less. That's why we offer price, value, and selection. Price, like the all-new 2015 Lincoln MKC, just $299 a month. Or a 2015 Lincoln MKZ, also just $299 a month. Value, with bottom line windshield pricing. Selection, over 200 new Lincolns to choose from. Only at Alpaca Lincoln on Military Trail. And remember, before you buy, price Packer.
And shipping is always free.
Visit DealDash.com and start bidding today.
This March,
one man's trash
did the work.
is another man's totally awesome beer can space heater.
Hi.
Brainstormers, premiering Sunday, March 22nd, only on the Weather Channel.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm out here in the lab with Mike Bettis. We've got winter weather update, and we've got a lot of winter weather to talk about.
We sure do. I mean, you take a look at this map, winter weather advisories or warnings across all the South, right? And if you look where the darker blues here, Alex, from, say, Dallas all the way to Charlotte, we got about 850 miles of winter storm warnings across the South.
Yes, I know. And now, in response, a lot of the schools are saying, you know what? Let's just
don't take any
tomorrow.
chances. You know, I think it's one of those deals where better safe than sorry.
You've got
at
them
least
built in.
Yeah, and I think at this point, if you're giving parents the heads up, a night in advance, you can make arrangements.
Exactly.
And I think it's best to do it this way than waiting the morning up, by chance and things get crazy. But the timing is everything when it comes to this storm system. All right, there's our low where it's at this evening. Okay, it's parked over Arizona, and its track will take it eastbound here across our southern states, almost exactly the same as what we saw with Winter Storm Quantum.
Right, we've got a little bit of wintry mix, but snow. And could see a swath of heavier snow across parts of the South with this one.
Yes, eventually that rolls its way out. By Thursday and Friday, it's well out of here, and we'll be just looking at lingering, maybe drizzle. But here's the result of that storm track, okay? A large area, truly, of 1 to 3 inches of snow from Dallas all the way to, say, the Delmarva. But there are some areas in there, you'll notice we've got a little bit darker blue. That'll include very near I-20 or just north of I-20 here in Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia. And then notice through North Carolina, we really blossomed the snow here. Wouldn't be surprised near Raleigh to get 5 to 8 inches of snow. Timing's everything, too. I think a place like Charlotte and Raleigh, it's terrible for your evening drive and morning drive, Wednesday night and Thursday morning in Charlotte, and then Thursday morning in Raleigh.
Okay, and we've got places like Greenville, South Carolina, the upstate. This is an area that will start as rain, so your late day commute, actually the timing there could be good.
I think it's good. I think that the bulk of the snow comes in after evening rush tomorrow, so this is 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. That's when we start to really get the snow going vigorously here in Greenville and in Spartanburg. You've got a little bit of elevation that's going to help as you go farther northbound to make it all snow. Certainly Asheville is going to be all snow in North Carolina. Go through the overnight, snows for several hours here, so I think you wake up Thursday morning, you could have some issues here in the upstate of South Carolina, and then as you roll northbound on 85 into Charlotte. So we'll show you Charlotte, and I think this becomes a pretty interesting forecast as well. Tuesday through the afternoon, it's fine.
Yes.
And I think initially we start as rain, very similar to what we had in Greenville, Spartanburg.
Right, now 7 o'clock, so evening commute, if you're on the later side, that's where you could get into a little tricky scenario because we do expect that change over to snow, and it could be a little heavy through, say, 7, 8 o'clock.
My best advice would be work a 6 or 7 hour day tomorrow. You could be home before that snow comes in for the end of the rush hour, but it'll snow a solid 10, maybe 12 hours in Charlotte. We'll go several inches of accumulation, probably around 3 inches of accumulation in Charlotte. Raleigh comes in just a little bit later there too, and may initially start as all snow and stay that way for quite some time. This is Wednesday around 8 o'clock when heavier snow could be forming for us here, and the rain then stays south. Fayetteville, Warsaw, Goldsboro, probably all rain, and in Raleigh, we say almost snow the entire time until it eventually exits by late morning on Thursday. So I think the forecast here is pretty interesting in Raleigh. It's all Wednesday night. Look at that temperature, Alex.
Yeah, it's
31
close.
degrees. It's below freezing, so it's probably going to be all frozen.
All frozen. And the roads Thursday morning, you would anticipate with snow on the road, it's going to be a problem.
I would hope they're pre-treating at this point, thinking about at least pre-treating some point tomorrow, and then they can salt the road, they can get the plows out there and hopefully clear, because I think there'll be snow to actually plow and get off the roads.
Well, this could be a big one for parts of North Carolina. Up in
for sure.
Brevard, where I was telling Dave they've got the white squirrels, might not be able to see them in the snow.
They'll be buried, that's for sure. They'll be scrambling to figure out where those nuts and acorns were that they got rid of. So
absolutely.
This is going to be memorable.
I was just online, and the only public school closures I can find are the ones on the north side of the metro Atlanta area. So mom and dad, make sure you go online. There may be some cancellations or delays late tonight and tomorrow.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Mike. We're going to continue to update this forecast, so stay with us. Kim Cunningham, Alex Wallace, they are coming up next to walk you through more on these storms.
Currently in our area, 83 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, mainly clear, low 62, winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Wednesday, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny. High 84. Winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Wednesday night, clear. Low 71. Winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour.